Hi guys, and welcome back to my Thanksgiving table. I am very excited about this recipe because we've been doing, again, candied yams for years and years and years. Now, over the years, we've tweaked it a little bit, but one of the things that's nice about this recipe is where a lot of things on the Thanksgiving table are heavily spiced or just have so many components, the candied yams are very simple. You have 3 ingredients: butter, your sugar, in this case we're going to use honey, and your yams or your sweet potatoes. And I know it's called candied yams, but we generally use sweet potatoes in ours. And so it's a real nice refresher for the palate because it's not something that's so heavily spiced. So into our melted butter, our honey into the melted butter, and that is on a pretty low heat right now. We want to really watch that this does not burn, because in effect really what you are making is a candy. So you just want to be really careful with this because it can scorch easily if you're not watching it. Other than that, it's so easy, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Alright, so we're just going to stir our honey into our butter. And one of the things that I have started doing with this recipe, you guys, is par baking my sweet potatoes. Instead of doing it all the way from raw in the skillet, I give them a little bit of a head start in the microwave. So they are cooked most of the way through, not completely. I like to scrub my potatoes really well and then par bake them in the microwave. It depends on how thick your potatoes are. I think I let these go for about 10 to 12 minutes to get them as soft as I wanted them to be, but not completely soft, like, you know, how you would devour them with butter and cinnamon on them or whatever. Okay, now, after that, once they've cooled down to the touch, cut a little slit in the side of your skin on your sweet potato or your yam, and pull that off, just like that. Into your butter and honey mixture are going to go your sweet potatoes. So we're going to slice, remember guys, we're going to slice at about an inch, or not quite an inch thick. Peel that peeling off, and then into that butter and honey mixture they go. I'm going to continue to slice and peel these up, and then we'll come back and I'll show you all about that basting. Okay, guys, now I promised you that I was going to show you about this basting. So what you do is you want your yams or your sweet potatoes, whatever you're using, to be in the pan but not so crowded that you can't get to the basting sauce, right? And this is where it comes in so lovely, because that family member that's a little bit underfoot but wants to do something to help, this is what you have them do. Say, all right, Aunt Ethel, or whoever it is, your friend, whatever. Have them come over, hand them the spoon, show them how to do it, and say, you're just going to baste these, and as they cook, they're going to get candied. You can turn them in the skillet if you want to, about halfway through, and do it on the other side. I like to do that, but I don't always do it. Just depends on how much time I've got and what other dishes I have going on the stove or in the oven at the same time. Okay? So hand them the spoon, get them set up, give them a glass of tea or their favorite beverage, whatever that might be, and let them have it. These are going to take about 25 to 30 minutes, just depends on how candied you want them. The longer the better. If you've got 45 minutes to let somebody baste these, all the better. And they're getting nice and candied already. That's really coming along quickly. It's a little bit more of a process than opening a can and heating it in the microwave, but I promise you guys, this is worth it. Alright, so we're going to let these go. We're going to keep basting, and we'll come back and check these in about 20 minutes. Okay guys, we have flipped our sweet potatoes, and as you can see, that sauce is so wonderful and thick and lovely. And they are, you can see that they are really getting that candied coating all around them. And look how easy this is, guys. Basically all you're doing is just dipping and basting. I mean, that's all, almost all you're doing in this recipe. But it's so good. And look, we've probably got maybe 5 minutes left on these, and then they are done. Okay, you guys, these, I have turned the burners off. They have been going for about 25, maybe 30 minutes in total in the pan. But remember, we par baked them in the microwave, and that sped up that cooking process so much. And then, just the rest of it is just the basting by your Aunt Ethel or whoever brought napkins to Thanksgiving dinner. And now we're going to give a little taste test. But on this one, remember, you're dealing with candy. So make sure you let that cool a little bit before you chomp into it. Ooh, that's yummy, you guys. That sweet potato, but the butter and the honey, it's like, it's sweet and it's yummy and it's so satisfying. But yet it's not so laden with all of those other things that are so scrumptious at the Thanksgiving table. Give this a try, you guys, and let me know how it turned out for you. All right, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this bite, and we'll see you next time on Things Tina Does.